This Airbnb was the perfect getaway until Lisa and her boyfriend Mark found this strange locked door in the ceiling above their bed. The couple decided to rent this Airbnb for a weekend getaway. The house was cozy and charming with exposed beams and a rustic wood-burning stove. But there was something strange about the place. As they were settling in, Lisa couldn't help but notice a small locked door in the ceiling. She asked Mark if he could hear what sounded like scratching in the attic above them, but he just laughed it off and said it was probably just a squirrel. That night, as they were getting ready for bed, they heard the scratching again. This time, it sounded like someone or something was moving around directly above their bedroom. They could hear the footsteps pacing back and forth. It sounded like they were right above them in the attic. At first, Mark tried to be brave and make light of the situation, but the longer it went on, the more scared he got. Finally, the commotion in the attic stopped and they were able to fall asleep, but that was only after they agreed to keep the bedroom light on all night. In the morning, Lisa woke up to the sound of birds chirping and the sunlight streaming through the window. But as she turned to Mark, she noticed that he wasn't in bed. She called out to him and he responded from the other room. He told her that he had to use the bathroom and that he would be right back. When Mark came back, he told Lisa that he had discovered the source of the noise. Apparently, when he opened the door to the attic, he saw that it had been slightly pushed open at some point during the night. Mark immediately called the host, who assured him that no one else was in the house. The host explained that the attic wasn't accessible from inside the house and that the only way to get up there was from the outside. The host also mentioned that the door was old and had a mind of its own, sometimes opening and closing on its own accord. Reassured by the host's explanation, Mark and Lisa decided to stay another night. However, that night they were awoken again by the sound of footsteps pacing back and forth in the attic. This time it sounded like the footsteps were right above their bed. In a panic, they grabbed their phones and recorded the sound. As the night went on, the footsteps grew louder and more frantic. Eventually, the sound of footsteps stopped and they were able to fall asleep. In the morning, Mark confronted the host with the recording. The host immediately refunded their stay and apologized profusely. But ever since that day, the host has ignored their calls and messages. Would you stay another night in that Airbnb or would you leave immediately? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like and follow for more scary stories.